We're live.
Hello. Okay, so hi, my name is Ray, and I would like to welcome everyone to this event called Follow the Builders, Not the Hype, where I will be joined with some esteemed speakers. And this event is being streamed at YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Telegram, and at Pigletz.onestream.live. We will be making a recap of the crypto and NFT markets for 2022 and everything that has happened, and if we're gonna discuss if there's any good that awaits us in 2023. And so we'll just introduce some of our speakers. Um, Joining me today would be Galen, CEO and founder of Pigletz, Max, co-founder and CFO of BeFaster.fit, and Naji, a 3D printing specialist and artist. And while waiting for more people to come in, they're just gonna talk about a little bit about themselves informally. So I would just like to give it to you, Galen.
Hi guys, I'm Galin, aka Master Pig, founder of Pigletz project and Crypto as well. We are making this first podcast related to different topics um uh, on NFTs, DeFi, crypto markets, and more interesting fields where we are interested in. Uh, Basically, who is not familiar with the projects I'm involved, Pigletz is NFT DeFi game. You can check it out on pigletz.com. We probably will speak more about it on later sessions. So I'll give the word to Max to present himself.
Thanks, Guardian, Mr. Masterpick. Yeah, my name is Max. For everyone outside, Maximilian Jutz. Uh, as she said, I'm the co-founder and CFO of BeFaster.fit. What is BeFaster.fit? It's a blockchain-based fitness and lifestyle app with a unique challenge system, with a unique ecosystem built on Binance Smart Chain. And right now we are in the beta test phase. We have already downloadable app in the App Store for Android in the moment. iOS will follow. And yeah, great things coming ahead in the next days and weeks. So just check befaster.fit, like our brand name on the internet, or check our socials to learn more about us. Maybe we'll speak about us. I don't know today. We'll see. Thanks, guys.
Neji, you can present yourself also.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Neji, and I'm currently working as a 3D printing specialist and a maker and designer artist. Um, all of this actually is, just work in the field of architecture and product design. But what I'm really interested in is how to apply all these new developed technologies in our real world. So, therefore, 3D printing helps me bring my designs, my digital designs, to the real world. And what I do right now with Piglet is actually I'm 3D printing the little piggy banks, and I'm also the artist who is painting them. So yeah, that's me.
Thanks.
Yeah, can we all agree that the 3D piglets are as cute as the one that makes them? So yeah, just to get the ball rolling, this is for any of you. Can someone walk us through the most major events that happened this year? I mean, obviously there's so many things that happened this year. So with the bear market, Terra Luna, FTX, among others. So if any of you could just give us your insights about like what happened and what is currently happening right now in the crypto sphere.
I would suggest Max, if you can recap the bad the shit that happened this year, because you're suffering from it a lot.
What it means suffering a lot? Come on.
Suffering
So
and we will show the other side after that as well.
yeah, sure. I mean, we as a project and me as a day trader since a long time. Of course, I'm checking the markets properly day by day. And what happened this year is actually really a shame for the whole markets. I mean, think about Celsius, think about Terra Luna, think about FTX. Actually, we can make a list of thousands of thousand things what happening this year, and I think everybody in crypto or even in the stock markets and global markets are involved in some of these, let's say, scams or dumps in some way, and it was affecting millions of people, right? So, but I think every bear market, every bad market situation has always good opportunities, right? Because the standard sentence is buy low and sell high, right? Not to sell, not to buy high and sell low. So we are in a current stage of a market. Bitcoin is below 20,000. Nobody was expecting that. I have in mind all these typical influences, the moon boys everywhere. Bitcoin will never fall below 30K, and then it was Bitcoin will never fall below 20K. And what happened? You see the result, right? And why is that? Why is that happening? Because uh, so much people are speculating and using high leverage, using loans, using margin trades, speculating and taking loans for investing, which is in my mind not the best idea always, and or making counter trading. Yeah, we can talk a lot about this today, and it's like a bubble, and every bubble will burst one day, right? So this is a simple fact. And if you deal with money which is actually not existing, uh, plus you have a global crisis in the background after the corona pandemic, plus you have a war situation still ongoing. I mean, the people are in fear. The retail money is in fear. But if you make on-chain analysis, you can see that the smart money is buying right now. You see it, right? The big investors, the big whales are accumulating Bitcoin, Ethereum, other altcoins. Uh, Even in stock market, you can see that the smart money is buying, not selling in the moment. The people which are selling in the moment are the, oh my God, it's Christmas. Before I got lost everything, I sell with the loss, And this is exactly what is happening in every end of a bear market. I saw it in 2020. We saw it in 2017, 18. Um, every bear market ends with this, how I can say, with this kaboom, with this last big shakeout, with this last big dump. Nobody was expecting it, and this is what happening. This is what I see happening right now.
Yeah, I agree. And I actually I'm thinking about the newcomers here in the crypto field and the blockchain. They are suffering the most because they are new. They don't know the cycles. They don't know that this everything happened before, and they don't know that it will eventually end, and it will not end as the media that is sharing this thought now that the crypto will be dead, the Bitcoin will be dead, everything will be dead, and it's the end of it. It is something that exists already more than 10 years, and it was ended many times before, from the media and other guys, influencers and so on. And I think this is the biggest problem, that there are some guys, usually they are not building anything, they are not really into the they are not the engine of the innovation or the this field, but they can influence a lot what happens, speculating with news, speculating with money. Of course they are doing that for their own profit, but the problem is that many other people are suffering because first, on one side, there are people like me and Max, for example. We are building projects, so we are we have some ideas. We are realizing this, and we even though we are creating something that is with utility, but we are dependent on the markets, because we uh, we need these markets in order to make money, and then in order to popularize our projects. But when there are so many speculants that are manipulating the markets and sharing different news that are not always covered but by real facts, then every everyone that is not involved in this speculation and this agenda is suffering, are suffering. And yeah, usually the newcomers are suffering a lot, because they see some trend, they follow the trend, then the trend changes, and they try to they are just following the trends, or again the influencers, which is now a little bit I don't know. Not all of the influencers, of course, are like bad actors here. Some are just making reviews for projects that are really revealing some interesting facts. But yeah, we all know how many are not like that. So,
So that all sounds very interesting, and it is kind of true. Like being new and like looking at crypto, you hear all of this news and all this bad things that's happening. It's really is scary. So what both of you are telling us that this is like normal, right? Like this has happened before, and it's just gonna keep happening again, and it's not something that we should all be scared of. And going off on that, you guys are builders. You make all these projects and stuff. So you your opinions are matter to a lot of us who are new here. So given your combined expertise in the field, would you be able to tell us which projects in your expert opinion, have real values and what don't? I'm pretty sure our listeners are eager to know some recommendations from such people as yourselves.
I actually cannot advertise any other projects, or tell the the audience where to invest their money.
um,
uh,
I
I
mean, it
just can
doesn't have you don't have to like say like a particular project, but like characteristics of projects that
yeah,
you think would and you that are just characteristics of them, not like an actual project. Like what
yeah,
makes a good project? Like how would one see? How would
yeah.
you like tell like a project is good?
Okay. uh, okay, so I'm in a crypto and in the blockchain for a long time now, more than 7 years. But I'm not like most of the investors here in this field that are constantly monitoring different projects and are trying to follow the best one for some short amount of time when they are going up, and then to sell on the highest price. So I'm a little bit different. That I look for a longer term, like 5 years ahead or 10 years ahead, and most of the projects in the crypto, they're built, and it is very easy to see if they are built like that. They are built in order to make quick money, and there are some are successful into that. They are making this fast money, and but they are making this fast money for a small group of persons, because when someone is making money from the market, other guys are losing money on the market. So yeah, this is it's always like it's created with that idea in head in the first place. So in order to differentiate these kind of projects, like quick money projects from long-term projects, first I there are so many, for example, projects that are coins, and these coins are they don't have any business model. It is the idea is that this coin is going to the moon and nothing else. So I don't see how this project could be, like can persist in 5 or 10 years. Uh, you know the first that appeared like that, the Bitcoin, for example, was the first digital money. So this is a meaningful project because it was the first digital decentralized money, and there are many money invested already into that. So many people are making something, mining or trading or something. So the Bitcoin is exactly created to be a replacement for the money for the future, but it is the first one. Later we have so many other with the similar idea. We don't need so many other with a similar idea if they are not offering anything new, anything else. But there are projects actually that are revealing new and interesting fields into the finances, like DeFi, and since they are created in order to make money, and whoever works with them to make more money. But they are also inventing new features, new services for the financial world. And also there are projects that are not related to finances at all. They just utilize the blockchain as a decentralized uh, network, decentralized form of payments, or decentralized form of database. So this is also something interesting. But whoever is investing into any blockchain or crypto project, I would suggest you just invest into something that he will use, unless he's just for the quick money. For the quick money, I cannot give any advices because, I am the other guy, long term builder and so on. Max, you want to add something?
Yeah, sure. I mean, for as a trader, you like the quick money, right? I mean, what's the point? But uh, me personally, I invested in crypto startups as well, my own private money. Actually, everyone of us, I think, did it in one time. Even if you buy an NFT, you are investing in something, right? But 99% of NFTs are scam. Simple fact, in my opinion. So if you have no utilities, or yeah, if you have no utilities with the, I mean, I don't want to blame here some. I don't want to name here some, but if you have in your living room a picture, yeah, with a monkey, and this fucking costs you $1 million. Come on, man. What's the point, right? I mean, in crypto and in all markets, there are ridiculous things happening with money, right? And people are buying things, overvalued things, overhyped things, and then a half year later they regret it, right? And they said, "Oh, this influencer, he told me this thing will moon. This guy told me this will moon." And who's responsible in the end, right? Of course, every influencer or everybody in the space is telling it's never a financial advice. But if you believe or if you follow somebody and he's making good technical analysis, or he's just simple handsome person, sometimes it's enough to sex sells, and that's what I mean. If you have a handsome person telling you, buy this is looking good for me, okay, I don't care, just put 1,000 in, and then most of the people are buying more and more and more of them, uh, even if the project or the crypto coin is already dead. They are hoping, oh, I'm buying cheaper, I buy more, and the only winner is the influencer, because he already sold his specs on your buying power, or the crypto project itself. That's the most relevant. It was 2017 to 2018 the case, and it was in every cycle the same case. So um, everybody here, everybody which is new in the investment field in general, should always know, uh, if you sell, someone else is buying or needs to buy it, and if you want to make profit, somebody have to buy it from you for a higher price than you paid, right? And if this is not possible because of the simple fact that the project you invested have no use case, like these typical meme coins. I mean, come on, what we're talking about. Uh, there's a coin with the this the Chinese guys. Sorry, I love all humans on the planet, but they are really crazy. Like, oh, this is so shiny, this is so nice, and it's dancing, and it's a cartoon. Oh, I should buy this coin. For what reason? And then the hype. A lot of people are buying, of course, small money, 10 euro, 20 euro, $20, $50, but the newcomers in crypto see on CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, oh my god, this is ranked number 17 now from CoinMarketCap. It's bigger than it can pass Bitcoin, it can pass Ethereum, it can pass everything. So short hype, and what you see always, sometimes after days, sometimes it takes longer. Uh, you never see this project again in the CoinMarketCap ranking list, right? So short effects, and these are the things which make crypto, as the market is still so unregulated, um, so much things. You can do so much bad things with people's money still in this unregulated markets. And honestly, I'm a fan of a decentralized world. Don't get me wrong, yeah, but it should be somehow regulated. For example, I don't want to push our own business now in the field, but before we went into the markets now, we checked all our legal stuff before: authorities, licensing, token fitting, auditing by Certic in our case, and I can tell you that every investor should look at this. I mean, thousands of projects don't even have a white paper or a business plan. You know, if you ask them what is actually your USP, your unique selling proposition, oh, I have a coin. It is built on Solana. It's a Web 20 token. It's on Ethereum blockchain. Yeah, and what can I do with that? You can trade it. Oh, nice. So you can put it from one to the other side. Brilliant, you know. Or better, and this is we went to a lot of fairs in the last years, and if you ask people, yeah, what you're doing, I'm building, we built a blockchain. Okay, what can you do with the blockchain? What is the difference between others? Yeah, we integrated now our own coin on that, and we have an exchange, and we have a swap tool. Okay, tell me the USP. Yeah, you can swap faster than on Solana, or you can swap faster than here. So, but you got my point, right? Um, I think if we or if people invest in something, um, it should be a project with a strong foundation, a good legal framework, and the foundation should have at some point, like, ask yourself, did this project or the project idea solve a real problem in the world? If not, why should I invest? You know, that's the most important fact. And I can say, as my personal advice, I will never invest in something I don't understand, because a lot of projects are telling you numbers, dealing with numbers, millions, billions, telling, oh, we will have this in the next 10 years, and this and this and this. If you don't understand, fingers away. Simple as that, right? And
We mentioned all these blockchains that are appearing every day, and yeah, they're offering the same thing, but saying it's faster and faster. Most people don't know that these are not even decentralized, because it is not possible to launch a decentralized blockchain in 2 days, and sometimes it happens. I see, every day there is have you heard about blah 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 blockchain? It is very good for NFTs or very good for some other thing. And why is it good? Oh, we offer 200,000 transactions per minute or something like that, or per second. I don't know. And usually these are, just like centralized services, like databases and message queues, etc., that are, making the same thing as the blockchain, but just with a huge difference. They are not decentralized. There is some guy that can shut this down, for example. And even if there are some nodes, they say it's decentralized. The nodes are run by some guys related to them. Like it is probably similar to SBF gang, where there are this 30 guys or whoever they how many they are living in in Bahamas, living together and making a huge business together. So you can say there is decentralized because there are 30 guys, but it's under the same hood. So it's the same thing. But yeah, exactly. This is one of the problems that so many projects appears, and not all of them are. Actually, most of them, they are not offering anything useful. Just they are, advertising, and the advertisement is always you will make money if you invest now. You will make money later, and the regulation should because again, yeah, the centralization is very nice, and is the best thing that happened the last 10 years. The What should the regulation do is not of course forbid any kind of decentralization, as some regulators are trying to do that, but just to prevent such uh, obvious scams and frauds which happen every day. I Last year, I remember when we launched the Pigletz, it was in December, and Facebook was full of ads of some scam coins. I saw Apple coin, featuring Apple's logo, Apple, Tim Cook, everyone. So it was so obvious scam, and someone on Facebook allowed this ads to run. It was really strange. Then I saw Amazon with Jeff Bezos advertising their Amazon coin, and I saw this few days ago again. Again advertising somewhere this scam coin, and you can enter the website. You can see that some links are following to Amazon, and other are like Amazon feed or Amazon something. So these guys are preparing themselves very good, but it's an obvious scam. Anyway, there are comments, fake comments. People are, uh, promoting this coin or saying, "Oh yeah, it's the best thing to invest into Amazon because Jeff Bezos, blah blah blah." But it's another scam. But yeah, the newcomers, they don't know that. So because they know it's a new thing, so everyone looks into investing, and they can read some news about, for example, Apple allowing NFTs to be sold on the Apple Store, and they say, okay, Apple are now open to crypto, and the next day, if they see Apple coin is coming up, they can believe it because they are not not so experienced, and they can put their money. And yeah, this is the bad thing, and this is something that probably the regulators should focus on, but not the innovations, the startups that are building something new, decentralized. Yeah. And even the meme coins you mentioned, that yeah, I definitely would not invest into it, even if Elon Musk is promoting some of them. But I like the idea that it could happen. Someone can create this meme coin. Yeah, it is. I know it's strange that people are willing to invest millions into that, and maybe investing small portions of money, small amounts of money into some crazy ideas is not a bad thing, and it happened before. But now it is possible, and this again is maybe better to be regulated, to make us huge scheme, to make us huge speculation based on nothing, and to make millions of that. So, and even the biggest exchanges, they are listing these coins, and they are promoting it. Oh, we listed this shit coin, and it's very great. Now you can buy this shit coin from us. This is I know the exchanges, which are usually regulated, they need to have this I know they need to take this thing a little bit more serious, because they are promoting something that they need to analyze if there is something behind it, behind just some image, or yeah, it is the same thing with NFTs. We are doing NFTs, but I don't like the how these JPEG images that are not don't have anything else. Some of them are art, but other are just randomly generated, ugly pictures. And it is strange how these can be hyped to cost millions. And I read today about a lawsuit that is against Bored Apes Yacht Club. So we'll see what will happen from that. But it was too expensive. Everyone knew it was too expensive. Yeah, Neji, you should say a few words about the NFT because you are an artist. How
Yeah,
is this?
I was going to say just on a topic that also Max was saying that people before investing their money in whatever, not only in blockchain and NFTs and whatever, like just in general, they have to understand where they're putting their money. So they really need to know who are they supporting by this act, because they have to realize that it's not like putting your money somewhere and then suddenly it increases and the next day they can just take it and just spend it like that. They are giving this money to a person, and what this person will do with it, or like these people or whatever, um, depends then if you're getting more or less, you know. If they scam you, it's your fault because you didn't know who you were giving your money essentially. But the thing about the hype is also very important, because people usually, as human beings, we really tend to do stuff that are similar to other peers. So we've been raised like that, you know. We want to do the same thing like the others because it's socially acceptable and it's like good and it's tested before us and so on. But we never like, a lot of people don't question it. They just heard a lot of people doing something and then they just get tricked by it and they go and do that. But my advice would be to first ask this question: have I seen this somewhere else? Like this piece of art, let's say, or this idea. If they haven't, then they should go and check and search for another idea similar to that. If there are like multiple of this product, or like a coin, like maybe the name is different but the what it's essentially doing is the same, then maybe there's no point of putting your money there because I mean it's already been done many times, and it doesn't add extra value, right? And certainly doesn't have a sustainable program behind it to support that. But if you're actually looking at projects like, for example, at Pigletz, we try to solve a problem that's a real problem. How do you get this NFT, which is a digital image or digital art, how do you get it to the physical world? Have people seen something like that before? That should be their first question. Have I seen an NFT in the physical world? Okay, maybe I haven't seen it or I've never heard of it. Then I'm gonna check this project and see how they tackle the problem, you know. And if the people are actually trying to solve a real problem and um, come up with a plan how to do it, then maybe it's very worth investing in that project, because these people, even though if they might fail or they don't really invent something new, they'll learn a lot and they'll apply it to the further step, and the project has some future, rather than just, you know, copying the same thing from others and just selling another JPEG for millions and millions. But I guess it's also important for us as artists and you know, you as business owners to try and sell this product and idea in a language that is more understandable for people who are investing their money. Because what happens with scams is like, it's very like good package, you know, it's very easy to understand, and they market it through, you know, influencers or like popular people, or without the consent of these people, like you know, with the, let's say, the Apple example that you gave. And you know, then people are just fooled. So I guess it's important not only to, I mean, yeah, it's important to understand, but ask yourself, do I really understand what it means? And try to see if there are like similar projects and just compare. So yeah, and just supporting businesses like that who are trying to solve a real problem. I think in the future is also like sustainable for your own life, because um, these people will probably bring the world to a better place than the scammers who offer you something very sweet and the next day they're gone with your money.
Thank you so much for all of that. That's actually super insightful. So basically, I would like to the yeah, projects with purpose, projects with good foundations, and of course to not just follow the hype, because it's super like right now. There's just so many. It's like everything is oversaturated right now, and over like with all these projects. So it's good to find ones that are not just in the hype and has like good foundation and everything. Right. So we do have one specific question from Max. Um, so oh sorry. So just a specific question. Would you be able to share with us some know-hows about trading? So what exactly do traders need to know?
I mean, yeah, this question. Uh, I mean, Guardian, as a friend, I mean, it's a private thing, but you visit me here in Malta, and you saw the traders live, right? So
People
sometimes
that they don't know. People they don't know.
I think nobody have if you're not a trader, you have no idea how it is, and how can 1 second change everything, right? And even I mean, stock markets or options, if you trade with there are thousands opportunities and possibilities how you can trade. um, are you a long-term trader? Are you a hodler? Are you just an investor and you hope that the project will, I mean, it's as well a kind of trading, right? um, or you're a scalp trader, or you're a day trader, or there are so much different ways to maximize your own money. um, some of them with more risk, and some of them with less risk, right? And people should know, and this is actually the basic of everything. uh, Never invest money in trading what you cannot afford to lose. That's simple fact. And I can tell you from my own from my own history. I started trading stock markets at 2008. Yeah. And you know what happened 2008?
Yeah, definitely.
So I started, and but this is to be honest, for newcomers, it doesn't matter if in a stock market or as a trader who starts now is in the same situation like me in 2008. We are in the shittiest market not development. We are in the shittiest market environment what you can ever have in the moment, to be honest. The trust is so low, the fear is so high, and the global situation, the inflation, the Federal Reserve is not making it better in the moment with the interest politics, right? And yeah, I can say from my really beginning, I will never forget these days. I was brand new. Uh, I made for me good money in my business already 2008 and 2009, 2008, 2009, and invested, of course, because of the greed which every newcomer have. Oh, it is function, it is working. You know, I made, I don't know, 1,000% in a few days, but with really high speculative products, and I was feeling like the king, right? I was, oh my god, now I got the master plan. will make millions out of it. I will never work again. It's just pressing a few clicks on a computer and then you're rich. So, and then comes the awakening, and I lost really, really everything I gained in one night. I started and I made gains, I don't know, for 2 3 months. Then came the Lehman Brothers bankruptcy, and everything was gone in one night. Not only in hours, in minutes, you know. And that was my first experience with trading. Told everybody the first 2 months, I am now the king in trading. I can show you, and involve friends. Come on, let's invest together. And yeah, and then came the good morning, Max, back to the planet, you know. And I was really, really upset from trading in crypto, because it doesn't matter if you lose money in trading. Losing money in general is not a good feeling, right? So you work hard. Everybody is working hard for the money, and some people are working harder than others for this money. And €5 for some people is a lot of money. Can they in poorer nationalities, right? And for others, €5 is, I don't care. But in general, money is money, and even if you lose €5, it's a loss, in my opinion, right? And how to prevent this? I can say it's you have never 100% guarantee that if you put some money or you open a trade, there is no 100% guarantee. The most relevant point is, make yourself always, so don't get too greedy. Keep out your emotions. Take it really in mathematics. Like, okay, if I put this in, what is my risk and loss ratio? What is my I set up your personal goal. If I have reached this profit, I cash out. For example, if you make a day trade, or take profits. If you're on profit, book some profits. The market is always turning around. The market is coming in waves, up, down, and this is the face of a day trader, right? Day traders are living actually from the volatility in the market, from the ups and downs. And with crypto, I can say the crypto market is 1,000 times more volatile than the stock market. I mean, you saw, uh, even if you click now, I recommend for everybody do that. Open now Coin Market Cap, or just open an exchange, Binance or whatever. Just click which coins are listed there, and you see in 1 hour one coin pumped 30% in 5 minutes. And then you switch to the other side. You see the gainers and the losers, and you see that a project, yesterday you thought, oh my god, this is the star on the horizon, right? And today this project is 97% minus. And this is happening again and again and again. So why is that? Because of that what we discussed already, right? Hypes, pushing projects without any foundation, without any real use case or whatever, up, down. And unfortunately, I mean, what can I say? We are living from that as day traders. Unfortunately, the the traders don't the traders are just looking for the money. When we are talking for investors, I'm an investor for myself as well. Yeah, don't get me wrong. For example, I can say, public, I invested private, uh, not a small amount in Pigletz as well, right, Galin? So why I did that? I believe in the long-term vision, not short-term gains. And this is, you should always keep in mind, make separate your strategy. For example, if you, let's say, if you have $10,000, yeah, uh, and you would like to try your your things as a trader, just take €500 of it, or €1,000 of it, not more than 10% of your whole portfolio in trading. If you have 10,000 euro, um, take 500 or 1,000 and try yourself. Try to open some trades, but and this is a advice. Not everybody will know what I mean, but you will get used to it. If you are first in trading, never use any leverage products or margin products, because you are actually, I can explain it in a short way. You are dealing with money what you actually not have. You are borrowing money from the exchange, and you bet that the market will go in one side. So, for example, you make a bet that Bitcoin will go 20k, or it will go up, so-called long trade, right? And if you use leverage and you are right, you're making, for example, if you use a 10x leverage, you are trading with 10 times more of your own capital, right? But there's a risk if the market goes a bit in the opposite side, all your money is gone in a few minutes. So that's my advice. I don't want to go too technician in this field. Maybe we can make a separate investors or trading podcast one day. I don't know. But yeah, my advice in general is, don't put too much money in trading. The See the long-term vision, invest in projects you really understand. Yeah, again, um, hold it, hold it until you not believe, until you're not believing anymore in this project, or this project is dying, or the project is doing something which is not comfortable for you. But until the point, don't believe in any news, don't believe in any FUD from any. If you see the foundation of the project and the project you invested is still strong, the founders are still building, doesn't matter if we have a bad market situation like the bear market right now. If the builders, if the developers are still building and still surviving this, there's a high chance that this product will be very successful. This is my opinion. So um, let's make the yeah, I don't know if it's in every country it's a bit different. See the long-term vision, and long-term is for me not 1 month, even not 1 year. Long-term starts for me 5 years and above. This is for me long-term. And if I ask friends, for example, what's long-term for, yeah, I wish I invest now in some coin, and tomorrow I 10x my money. Okay. So, but this is the problem, guys. The people are, because of the influence, because of the influences, they're getting told you can get rich overnight. This is the problem, and people believing in that. And I can tell you, you will not get rich overnight. It's not possible. Not with the uh, not scammy
Can
shit.
I ask a question then? It's a very interesting topic because the world is just speeding up quickly, very, very, like, the way we transport goods and ourselves, and we go around the world is very fast. The internet speeds are getting faster and faster. How we sell stuff, how we buy stuff, and the transactions and so on, everything is getting super fast. And maybe that's one of the things that makes people believe that this thing that they're hyped about tomorrow will bring them the profit as fast as their internet or like anything else.
Yeah, well, I can say, yeah, the internet connection gets faster, but the human not. The human will always stay the same, right? And if I ask Galin, how long you need to program a code? If you say today, you will say me 1 hour, and tomorrow you say to me 1 hour, and in 1 week you will say to me 1 hour, right? And for startups in general, I know we're talking, coming to the point of the long-term vision. It doesn't matter if how fast will the internet connection, or how fast will the world go. A startup to bring in a strong foundation, all the legal framework, all the things that you can say this is a functional business model. 3 years, 3 years, always. It's normal. It's completely normal. You can ask so much if you watch other podcasts or if you follow some or if you read books, I recommend read books from some um, big entrepreneurs. All of them will tell you my first 10 years or my first 5 years was the worst time in my life, but I learned my foundation, I learned my practice, I learned everything. And it depends. That's why it's always important as an investor to check the background of the founders as well. If the founders had already experience in this field, maybe the 2 years will reduce a bit, but still authorities need time. uh, legal stuff needs time. You need time to build these things. You need the legal framework. You need the letters. You need to sign a lot of documents. Oh my God, it's. I'm talking from our own expertise. It takes a lot of, and
No, it's also in 3D printing, for example, the first 3D printer was invented, last century. So it's been more than, 40 years that the technology is invented, but it's only now, like literally in the past 10 years that it's rapidly developing. In the
yeah,
first 30 years since the invention of the technology, it was just very slow, and it was very step by step, and right now like a lot of people are working on it together to make it, and it's booming. But again, like in any industry, I think, and I that's why I wanted to ask this question, is that you need time, and when you invest your money, you have to give a chance to the person or like the group of people who are developing this project to take it to that point where you will be earning as well.
yeah. Simple fact or simple fun fact, by the way, to compare a long-term investment. Um, we are. I'm German. I'm coming from Germany, living in Malta now since 2 years, and I can tell you in my past as a financial consultant and company consultant, how people act with their money. It's so crazy. Uh, Bank products they're buying. I don't know how it is with you and your countries. They are making life insurances for 30, 35, 40 years. And why they're doing that? Because parents told them, the advertised, the news told them, you have to do that. It's a must, They're investing monthly €100, €500, €1,000, depends on their pockets, of course, and hope that they will have something for their pension in 30, 35 years, 40 years as young guys, right? And imagine just mathematics, yeah. Uh, you put €100 15 years ago, no, not 15, 10 years ago, €100 a month in Bitcoin, and you keep it for 30 years and you never touch it. And if you are 60, 65, guys, is there any chance you are not in profit? Honestly, is there any chance that you are not in profit? No, it isn't, because it calls it's the call. So, but you know what I mean. People are putting money for an interest, a yearly interest of 0.5% or 1% on the bank, or even zero. Yeah, I put it in below my pillow in my bed, you know, and but they are getting scared to invest €50 a month or just €10 a month. I mean, it doesn't matter how much, but start with something, guys. That's my advice. The people should waken up, because pending on the governments or pending on outside situations, maybe you don't have your job in 10 years anymore, or you don't have a good situation in 10 years anymore. Maybe you don't have your health situation in 10 years anymore. So um, the advice is, why not putting money by sides when you are in a good mood? You know, people are spending money on so much shit, on, I don't know, TVs every year, new TV, because my neighbor have a new TV, I need a new TV. My neighbor has a new car, I need a new car. This is so bullshit. Sorry. Um, why not putting money in, and let the money work for you? Or this is the simple strategy of a life changing plan, right? If you work for money, you will ever work for money. But if money work for you, you can stop working on one day. You know? So
Max, this is you know that because you started at early age. You started making money. Yourself. Investing money and looking for profits. But actually, most of the people they don't know. Because their life past happens in different way. And I have a friend who's also accidentally German as well, and he is always telling me that financial education should be definitely put uh, into schools. So children they need to be taught about how to work with money, how to invest, what will
exactly.
happen, what is the pension, why they need to why they're putting money into that, and are there any other options for investment, so at later stage. And we all know that when you're younger, no one actually thinks about what we'll do when he's 60, 70 years old. They just expect the life to continue in the same way all their life. But yeah, things are changing, and you can have a good salary now and not having any salary tomorrow, because crises are happening, and uh, inflation is something that is also problematic all the time. So definitely more education into that field is necessary. But again, even outside the crypto and the blockchain worlds, influencers in the form of government and national TVs, they're proclaiming, their their scams. So there's no scam, but yeah, their form of investment opportunities. And they're because their authorities, most of the people they trust them, and some of these authorities are trustful, but others they are not. And I can tell that because I come from a country where you cannot trust so much on the government, and the government lies very often, especially when they want more money. So yeah.
Guardian, I think this is every government in some way. So you know,
Okay.
but we're
uh,
not here. We're not here to talk about politics, right?
yeah.
We could talk about another time. So we do have a question from the community. Can you tell us more about the value of NFT, how the value is calculated? For example, FTX users lost access to their NFTs. So, how do people know the real value and the guarantee behind their NFT?
This is for me.
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
Okay. So uh, in everything, especially the digital assets like cryptocurrencies or NFTs, everything, they have the value, the they have as big value as the people are willing to spend for it. So it is like imaginary value. If all the people believe that this is some valuable thing, it is a valuable thing to everyone. So it's like how to say, it's like a group or common belief that the NFT is valuable. It's the same thing in the non-digital world, like Picasso painting or something, because uh, you know if it was like 200 years ago, and some guy traveled back in time, having this Picasso painting, and said, okay, I will sell to this king this Picasso painting for 1 kilo of gold. The king will say, "Who is this Picasso guy? I don't know him. Get the fuck out of here." So it is, if everyone believes that this is valuable, it will be valuable. And the NFTs, as a piece of art or anything else, could be valuable, of course, because the author could be some famous painter, or this could be a really rare item. Anyways, there are other forms of NFTs as well, which are not just the art creation. They have something behind it, like they are access to some like ticket to event, or uh, have other utility, like for example my project Pigletz, which is a piggy bank as well. But yeah, you mentioned in particular the FTX problem with the NFTs, which happened recently after the crash of the exchange FTX, and they seem to gave infrastructure for NFT creators to build their NFTs over their platform, and then users can purchase these NFTs from their platform. So this is actually a service offered by many other companies as well, which still exist. And the biggest problem into that service is that it is actually centralized. Most of the cases, it's not all the cases, but many times it's centralized. That means NFT usually is like a record that something like usually piece of art exists. So the record is in a blockchain, usually, not all the time, but it should be on a blockchain to be NFT, and it's transferable. People can buy it, can sell it, can gift it, etc. But the idea is, yeah, the records in the blockchain, but the creation itself, which could be a JPEG image or even a real item like real estate, could be, it's not on a blockchain, so it's somewhere else. And in the case of FTX, if this is an image, the image, it's uploaded to some server. So because to see it, you need to have the image on the server. And the problem is that you can buy it, this NFT, and the guys, having this image on their servers, they can just stop the servers. And this is what happened with the FTX. So because they don't exist anymore, and they stop their servers, and these images don't exist anymore. So eventually the record for the image exists on the blockchain, and it's still transferable. You can say, okay, this is my image, but you cannot show this image. And most of the marketplaces, they will try to load this image. They will see the URL of the image, the link to the image on the blockchain. They will try to load it, and they will not be able to load it. They will show nothing. So you will have this virtual image. You can just remember it in your mind, and you will say, okay, I remember that I paid a huge amount of money for this image that I cannot show it, but it's very nice, very beautiful. And there is a solution, of course, to that. And actually, this is one of the use cases of the decentralized technology that shows that it's really meaningful. Even FTX, which was at the time evaluated to $32 billion, can stop existing for just in one day, and that means it can erase all the assets related to it. That means decentralized technology is something that is required and is useful, and people can benefit from it. So there is a technology, and it is actually very popular for NFTs. It's called IPFS, and it's a decentralized service where all the assets can be uploaded into that system, and the idea is that everyone can be part of this IPFS network. So, for example, I create an NFT, I put it on my computer, and I join this IPFS network. And Max decides to just see my NFT, and when he downloads the image, he now is the second person having this image on his computer. And if there are like 1,000 people, just seeing that NFT, or if there are marketplaces also displaying this NFT from IPFS network, all of them, they will have it. So if I shut down my computer, they will continue serving this image. So everyone who wants to see the image, they will still be able to do it. And this is the idea. So the main idea of the blockchain and the decentralization is that if the central authority disappears or decides that this content is not something that should exist, they cannot make it just by saying that. If some crazy dictator says that I will shut down this service, they cannot do it. It's not no matter how powerful this guy is. It could be like the most powerful guy in the world, and the idea is not to have this kind of power, not to have authority that can shut down everything, anyone, or someone that can, we expect probably next year or in 2 years, all our identities to be on the blockchain. But this will be kind of a blockchain that probably will be permissioned, blockchain, and some authorities will have more, rights over it, so they can change few things. But in the right way, if it's permissionless and no one has, superpowers into that blockchain, that means no one can erase your identity, because now it is possible. Someone can say, okay, Ray, now you're in a blacklist, you cannot travel around the world because we don't like you, and this is not a good thing. Or Galin, or Master Pig, as you say, name yourself, we just have frozen all your money. So you will not eat for 1 month, and your family will suffer because we are investigating you. And is this a good thing? Well, who knows? Maybe if I'm, I know, if I'm some criminal, maybe some people will say it's a good thing. But who says if I'm a criminal? There is a case, there is a, a law for that, and yeah, it's a long process. So the idea is that it is. I don't believe it's a good thing to have authorities with superpowers. It should be more calm and more democratized. So decentralization brings to that. That
I totally agree, Karin. I have an addition to this regarding the decentralized world, right? Um, I mean, can you imagine a world without money? So I buy a service or something, and we are used to give the coin in, the physical coin to somebody, or the physical €5 bill, right, to somebody, or we transfer it by Visa card, or however. And hundreds years ago, it was uh, gold coins, real gold or real silver coins, right? And but a long time before, but it never actually stopped for some regions, um, exchange goods. You know, what actually is the real value? Your personal expertise, your service, your for example, I'm a builder for your house. Guardian is a lawyer, yeah, and I say, listen, Guardian, if I have a problem, can I come to you? I build your house as an exchange, or even simpler. I have a field with apples, and Guardian have a field with peaches. So my family need peaches. I go to Guardian, and we exchange apples for peaches. So both of us have a benefit from that. And to be honest, this is again possible with the blockchain, with the decentralized world, because I'm exchanging, um, let's say, digital power. I'm exchanging a coin from, for example, my project or from Lion's project. We exchange our goods in this case. It's not currency actually. You know what I mean? It's a good, and a good have a product behind, or should. I mean, should. Yeah, we're not talking about what we talked before, but it have, for me, in my opinion, it only have a real value if you have benefit from both sides, right? And the centralized world is printing more and more and more and more and more every day. The central banks are make, every day. And how where's the end? Who will stop this, right? So does money actually have a real value? Interesting question for our next podcast, right? Does money actually have a real value? It's
it is, Max. When I speak about usually non-believers into the crypto, and all they say, real money, like dollars, euros, etc., they have real value because they're issued by central banks.
exactly.
I, I cannot see, their point. How they can have real value if they're issued by real bank. If this bank can create as many as they like, and also they can, because I lived through that, a long time ago in Bulgaria, in my country. uh, I've seen how, you can work whole your life, and all the money you have, in a single day, can become like 1/10 of their value. So one day you can buy a flat, the next day you can buy
An apple.
I don't know what, two breads or something. So
But
it's
Daniel, should we do that maybe? I think this is so interesting, this topic. Should we take it in our next podcast maybe?
yeah, maybe the next one should be like the the meaning of money and everything, and the
Yeah.
value, where the value comes for
I,
everything, maybe not
because
only
I'm
for the
sorry,
money.
I have to leave soon. I really have a meeting in 17 minutes. It's almost 8:30 in our country
Yeah,
PM,
yeah.
but we have one meeting left, so I'm really sorry.
Yeah, sure,
I,
sure. We're towards our end. Just I wanted to speak, maybe to say a few sentences about the next year. So you
Mhm.
can start if you want. If you need to leave earlier, you can start saying
Yeah,
some predictions for the next year.
yes, yes. So yeah, we talked about the past. The past is, I mean, advice is follow the money and you know the truth. This is my. I loved this sentence. Follow the money and you know the truth about everything, and learn from the past. Yeah. So for me, opportunity to buy 22, 23. Simple fact, right? Buy now, because if you buy your shoe, your favorite shoe, for the women's maybe, if your Prada shoe, yeah, joking, could be everything, is 150 euro, and now it is 60 euro, would you buy it or not? So this is the simple fact. Now is the sale, winter sale, right? And now you can fill your pockets and enjoy the gains in a few months. So I see 2022 as the year as from the shakeout. 23 would be in my case the year of regulations, the year of builders, the year of the next phase in all financial markets. And if the let's keep the it's simple on crypto. Crypto will of course survive, and crypto is here to stay. Bitcoin is here to stay. We are here to stay, and a lot of products will not survive for sure. It's normal. Even in stock markets, not everything is surviving, right? If every startup survives, we are full of companies, but out of people. And yeah, I see 23 as the year from the recovery for the stock markets and crypto. It will may take a few months more to reduce the inflation before we can speed up and everything coming back to normal. We have to reduce the inflation, and but the foundation is made in 2022 from our perspectives. That's what I can say. And I don't want to deal with numbers, but I see Bitcoin really, really quickly recover to 30K, really quickly. It will not take long. It will not take long. Maybe quarter two, 23.
Not a financial advice, right?
Not a financial advice, of course, but I mean, what we're talking about. So 2023 is the year of recovery, and the end of the bear market, in my case, in my opinion, the end of the real bear market. And we have 2024, the Bitcoin halving. Not everybody knows what it is, but 2023, 2024, we will see 24 at least new all-time highs. That's my opinion.
Mhm. Yep. Thanks for that, Max.
Thank you.
Uh,
Yeah, thank you for that. I know you have to go,
Yes,
so
I really have to go, guys. I wish I can keep a bit longer, but it was
there's
great
next
for the
time.
very first time. I feel very well with you. Good questions as well, and let's keep going. This I like it.
Yeah, definitely for next time.
Okay, so guys, I will. I'm out. I will leave you. Okay.
Thank
okay.
you.
See you. See
Thank you.
you. And Merry Christmas for all of you. And stay
Merry
healthy.
Christmas.
Bye bye.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
Oligo.
Christmas and bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, so I believe we will also go to the end of the podcast. Just I will say a few words about the next
Yeah.
year, and yeah, I cannot tell about the market so much as Max, but there are other things also affecting the entire market, and one of this is that. Now after especially after the problems with the exchanges that happened recently, everyone speaks about regulation, and I believe that the next year will be the year for the regulations. We are waiting actually for a few years already for regulations in the crypto and blockchain to come, and I we know that this MiCA regulation that is coming to the Europe, it will be accepted in the maybe in March next year, and it will come in effect maybe until the end of the year. So this means that everything that everything crypto, NFT, or etc. related to that happens in Europe will need to pass through some kind of regulation, maybe, and these cowboy projects that still exist, that for example, gambling with crypto or ICOs offering securities not regulated by anything. This should be regulated, and yeah, in the US, the same thing probably will happen. It happened already in Singapore, as far as I know, so they have some regulation, and a few other countries. Uh, there are, yeah, even in Europe there are countries already having some crypto regulation. So this is one of the things, and it will change the thing that many projects will cease from existence, uh, and it will be more hard to enter. If you're someone new, having an idea and want to build something on the blockchain, and you want to work with funds or raise funds through different processes, it will be harder to do that. It will require more money and more time. Um, Other things are, I also believe that the crypto will not stop existing, and uh, eventually, I don't know, maybe in 1 2 years we'll again enter some bull market, and it will all go to the moon again, as it happened before, and only the time cures all these you know differentiates the the real project from these quick money projects that are not, that they don't have anything behind. So whoever are the projects that exist now or existed 2 years back, and they exist next and after next year, maybe this is something real, because it requires energy, and it requires money as well, but mostly it requires energy to support a project. So it requires motivation. It requires you to have some idea and to follow this idea and to believe into that idea, otherwise the project will fail. uh, some the projects that depend only on money, they are hugely dependent on the markets. So if the market is up, they exist, they are okay. If the market is down, usually they cannot burn so much money, and they cannot offer money to the influencers that are popularizing their projects, and in this way they are bringing more money into the project. So this is usually the scheme, and yeah, they stop from existence because they run out of fuel. That's it. So there always be these two kind of projects, long term, short term. Short term could be more profitable for some guys, but I personally, I bet on the long term projects.
Okay, thank you so much for all of that, Galen. And unfortunately, that is all the time that we have today. We do hope to have more events like these, so please look out for future events. And on behalf of everyone, I would like to say thank you to Galen, Max, who already left us, and Neji for joining me today. And for everyone who's listening to this, thank you and good night or good day, wherever you're listening from.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you for being such a good host, and all of you have a great holidays that are upcoming, and
Merry Christmas.
see you next year.
Bye.